Well, it looks like we're live. Um, so basically, hey, by the way, everybody, welcome. Welcome to Highly Motivated. I'm Oraganji. I'm on the road. I'm on the road, and I decided I needed to come, I needed to do the show tonight. That's what this is. I'm stopped at a rest center or a rest stop, somewhere between Bonita Springs, Cape Coral, and Sarasota, or maybe past Sarasota. So somewhere between Bonita and Tampa right now. This has been one of the most horrific driving days that I think I've had to deal with in a long time. So besides being caught in multiple storms, and of course the vehicle overheating, the transmission overheated, the engine overheated, almost ran out of gas, had to shut off the AC. It was crazy hot. It was just kind of one thing after another today, and it all just kind of landslided on me. So I was stuck in traffic for about 4 hours. 4 hours trying to get out of Bonita Springs or Cape Coral, Bonita area. So today on I-75, Interstate 75, which is the freeway that takes you into Naples. So I was in Naples this morning, and I'd say this afternoon, this late morning, early afternoon, there was a shooting on somewhere around the freeway. I guess some guy or person or suspect was shooting at other cars on the freeway. So boom, boom, bang, bang, pop, pop. And hey, there's Gavin. Let's bring Gavin in. Howdy, Gavin. How are you?
What's up?
What is up? I had to stop driving. I had to come live on the show. I can't do any smoky because I'm in a federal rest stop, and that probably would kick my ass if I get caught. But I do need a smoke, and I picked up some great shit from Goldflower, by the way. We'll talk about it in a moment. I got what I've been looking for, but check it out. Today's been nuts. I've been straight sweating. It's been crazy hot. I've been driving without the AC. Even though my truck has AC, I had to shut it down because while sitting in traffic for 4 hours, I didn't notice, but my truck started overheating. And my transmission already has a problem. My transmission already starts slipping. So the hotter the transmission is, the more it starts to slip. The more it starts to slip, so it was
runs.
Right. So it's throwing itself out of gear. Every time I stop the car, it jumped forward. Crazy stuff. So I've been dealing with just crazy driving all day. So engine overheating, transmission overheating, stuck in traffic for more than 4 hours.
So where you at?
I'm right now. I'm in a rest stop. So I don't know if you can see. There's trucks, and so it's a pee stop. I'm at a pee stop. I'm at a pee stop in between Naples and Tampa. I'm not totally sure where I am because the truck, as you can see, the truck behind me. So it's my truck because some shit like this. Look at this. It's my truck when it's all banged the hell up. It's my. You could tell my truck. You could tell it's my truck from a crowd. By the way, anybody leaving comments right now? I can't see anything. I think it looks like Goopy Chunk. Goopy. Welcome to Highly Motivated.
Yeah, we got Goopy and East Coast.
Hey, East Coast is there. Say hi to East Coast. Welcome to Highly Motivated. So you can tell it's my piece of shit because it's all beat up, but it's mine and I love it. I don't mind a beat up car. These are the new tires because I popped 2 tires. 2 tires the other day. The driver's side and then the back passenger side, both popped.
That's crazy.
I've been going through crazy. And by the way, this is the first show I've done this week. I didn't have a show Sunday because I was driving back from Pennsylvania. So I drove back from PA, from Pennsylvania. I made a 16-hour drive in one day. But I started having issues there too because the AC in the Hyundai broke. So I drove there and back in like 2 days with no AC. That was some crazy shit. That was crazy. So, and I got some great micro topics for tonight. I don't know how much we're going to get to because I'm sure it's going to get dark very quickly. It's 8 o'clock our time. We started the show on time. I'm impressed. I'm excited. Look, I'm still working. I'm wearing my work shirt. I was working hard today. A lot of great meetings with doctors. Some super things spoken about. And while I was in Bonita, I had to stop by the dispensary. I had to pick up some goodies. And I don't know if I could pull them out and show them here. I would love to. We might have to save that for the Friday show. Yeah, you smoke. You smoke for me. I need one. I need a joint so bad. I got a joint sitting right there.
Yeah, this
It's
is
like
my
right
last
there.
date for the
It's like
month. Though.
right there. No, I light up over here and I'm gonna get caught. I light
I
up here
can't
and I'll
get no more
definitely.
weed till next month.
What's that?
I can't get no more flour till next month.
Till next month. What?
Yeah,
You've already gone? You've already gone through your allotment?
yeah. I only have
Holy shit!
2 ounces.
You might need to get a new doctor that ups your script.
See, I think I can up my script, but it's more money. I think it's another. It's
No.
another
Go to listen. Go to
$75.
Relief Clinic. Go to the Relief Clinic, and he won't charge you anymore.
Is
They
that
don't charge you for the upgrade.
is that in the villages?
Yeah, they've got one in the no. The closest one will be Ocala. I don't think they have one in the villages, but go to the Urban Relief or Relief Clinic. There's one in Ocala, not too far away. And I think that, I mean, keep in mind, I know they'll up your script and they won't charge you anything.
Do I
And I
have?
think and I think the transfer over, it's like $75.
Okay.
So
That's
$75 to transfer over to them, and they won't charge you any extra. And they'll up you to the maximum they can give you, which is, I think it starts at 4.5 ounces,
okay.
and then every time you go back in, they'll up it by half an ounce.
All right. Yeah, I'll check
So
them out.
I mean, by your next visit, you can get 5 ounces. It works out pretty well.
Yeah.
So, anyways, everybody, just want to let you know we are live. Obviously, we're live. I can't read the comments, but East Coast and Goopy, welcome to the show.
East Coast said relief clinic for sure. I have 4 ounce limit. Goopy Chunk said, "How are you?"
How are you, Goopy? It's good to see you guys. I'm glad you're here on the show. I'm doing this from my phone, and I can't see shit. I'm doing this from my phone, and I can see nothing. Normally, I've got the tablet, and I can see what's going on, and I can change, like, wide angle my my podcast, but I can't do it right now. I can't, so I'm not gonna even worry about it. It's been that kind of a day. That kind of a day. I will tell you what I picked up at Goldflower. By the way, everybody, Goldflower is a medical cannabis provider here in the state of Florida. If you have a medical card, the only place you should be going to is Goldflower. I visited one of my doctors today in Bonita, and so he's outside, and he's like, "Hey, Oren, I need to walk my dog. Why don't you come with me and walk the dog?" And I'm looking at him. I'm like, "What am I going to do? I'm walking the dog. I'm walking the dog." He goes, "Let's go walk the dog. Let's walk the dog." So I guess that must be code word for, hey, let's go smoke and walk the dog. So we went to go walk his dog. He's got the cutest damn dog. It's got no hair on it. It's got no hair. It's the weird, and you don't, you touch it. You touch the dog. It's got like weird skin. So anyway, he's like, let's go walk the dog. So we're walking the dog. And he's like, Oren, I've got to tell you, I went to Goldflower last night. And this is my doctor. So the doc is like, listen, I went to Goldflower last night. And he's like, listen, amazing. Like absolutely amazing. Wait, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
What if you turn your phone sideways? Does it make your camera bigger?
I thought, here, let me see. Let me see what I do. See, look. It doesn't do shit for me.
Too, but I think when you have full screen, I can do it on this, but now
See, I've seen you do it before, and you've gone full screen.
Yeah, but I think I can only do it when you have like the big, like your screen's big.
Really?
I believe.
I don't know how to do it right now. I have no clue what's going on. I don't know what to press. I'm glad I got this working. Holy shit. It was like last second. I'm like, am I going to do a show? Am I going to do a show? I'm like, of course I'm going to do a show. So I'm like, I'm looking for a rest stop because I just got out of traffic like not too long ago, like 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, we got out of traffic. Oh, I-75 is shut down both directions almost.
That's
if you
crazy.
look it up. There was a shooting out there on the freeway, and then the cops had this car surrounded, and I think they unloaded like 100 rounds in it or something. They were screaming. From what I understand, I know a dude that was living close to the place, at one of my doctor's offices. He's like, yeah, I can hear. They're like, hey, Tyler, get out of the car. We don't want to shoot you. And then bang, 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 bang. I was like, holy shit, we don't want to shoot you. So,
I mean, you shot first, so.
well, of course. But that was the craziness today. So traffic. Hey, Professor Time. Everybody welcome Professor Time to Highly Motivated. Christopher, it's good to have you here. So I don't know if you heard, but I'm going through one hell of a day.
Oren, Gavin. Yeah, what's going on?
It's good to see you. No, look, my truck has just shown me. Let me see if I can turn you up, Professor Time, because I don't know what's going on here. Doing this on the phone.
I'm going to put my microphone over here. Maybe this is better.
Ah, good. Everything's working. Okay, everything's working. So I'm over here at a rest stop right now, and I don't know if you can see in the background, but of course you can see truckers behind me, and of course my lovely truck, which even though it overheated and the transmission overheated,
oh Jesus,
I let it rest, and I'm limping home. So tomorrow I've got to take the Hyundai. I don't have a choice. Right. I wish I could be smoking something. Gavin and Professor, both of you smoke for me because I need it. I fucking need it so bad, but it's okay. I'm limping home right now.
Smoke, and you're just in a spot where you can't smoke, right?
Wait, what's going on there?
You don't have anything to smoke, or you're just
no? I do, but I'm at a rest stop, and a rest stop is federal territory.
Right.
And if I smoke on federal territory, they can put me in federal jail.
Yeah, they got the cameras on you too, so they spot your shit right away. I was in Camden, New Jersey. If you just said the wrong thing out loud to yourself in the middle of an empty street, they could hear it, and they would send in fake things and weirdos and stuff. They were
really
slick. Yeah,
that's see to me that's over. That's overdoing it. It's over policing people. I mean, we're getting into a society. If we say the wrong words or we say the wrong things.
So I was playing some Alex Jones on a little loudspeaker thing. And suddenly this guy comes over and he's like, I'm not with the police. Was the first thing out of the guy's mouth. I am not with the police, like that, not believable. And he's like, I think something's going on around here, And then there was all these cops swarming around. And then he got in they didn't cuff him. He just got in the back of the car, and then they were all off. They swarmed me, weird shit. They swarmed me, but denied that they swarmed me because they probably didn't want to reveal that they could hear everything. And Camden's one of those towns where they put in that panopticon where they can hear and see every single little.
So England does the same thing. England has listening devices everywhere, listening vans. I mean, there's nothing you can say anywhere in England, in the country of England, without them listening. They listen to everything.
Yeah.
So, but I really feel like we're getting closer to a society like that. We're getting closer to an environment where we have to be careful what we say. To me, this almost feels Gestapo. To me, this almost feels like an overreach of the state policing,
Yeah.
I mean, sure, they got to keep us safe, but stay the fuck out of my conversations.
Right. I mean, you got the Democrats doing their flavor of it. Then you got the Republicans doing their flavor of it. So the Republicans are like, support everybody. And the Democrats are like, I don't know, rise up or something, So there's two different flavors of the same damn thing,
So I think right now we're in one of the most exciting times we've ever been in. Now, exciting good, exciting bad. It's exciting both. I mean, we're in crazy times.
Bad for others, yeah.
100%. But today is one of those days that makes people want to just kind of give up a little, right? So for me,
demoralized,
instead, I try to find the positive. I try to find the bright side of the day. Have I found the bright side yet? This show is the bright side of the day. The rest of the day has been shit.
Yeah,
so do I have bad days? Yes, I've got bad days. Does shit happen to me? Yes, shit happens to me.
Sure.
Does my car break down? A lot. I break down an incredible amount.
Dude, I hate that. I hate when that happens.
But I drive. Look, Chris, I drive so much.
Yeah.
I'm constantly on the road. And like what was it? Sunday, I couldn't do a show because I was stuck just straight driving,
yeah.
and I was so tired. I was so tired.
Yeah.
Well, I got home like by 2:00 in the morning.
Wow.
So I got home at 2:00 in the morning, and I kind of, I don't know. I had nothing left in me. And for today's show, I was kind of racing. I was racing to get to the hotel tonight, so I could broadcast at least from the car, so I can smoke a little bit, right?
Right.
But I'm in limp mode.
Yeah.
Well, so right now I'm in limp mode. The car is actually not accelerating properly.
Right, it's in limp mode to help preserve the engine and the transmission.
Well, it is, and so it's not changing gears, right? I'm kind of stuck in third gear.
I have a vehicle that has a similar transmission issue. I have two vehicles. One that some girl that I help out, she drives, and I drive my own car. And the transmission and the limp mode.
Well, and that's kind of what I'm dealing with as well. So I'm dealing with here. Let's take a little walk around. Let's do an exciting walk around at the same time. So I'm in limp mode, and here I'll leave that right there. Okay, let's bring this. So I'm in limp mode currently, and so it's kind of just going. I guess, yeah, I'm stuck in third gear. So it's revving up to, like, if I can get to 50 miles an hour, it revs up to 4,000 RPM. And on the Tundra, which you really don't want to go 4,000 RPM.
All the time, right? So you got to pull it back.
But that's what I've been doing since leaving since basically leaving.
It's stressful too, because you don't want to get ran over by a trailer,
right?
You know, and you don't want to get hurt or hurt anybody. You know?
Well, then I was stuck in a massive rainstorm, and so when I finally got out of the traffic, up ahead, I watched a car overturn. So this has been an exciting day. So we got caught in a crazy rainstorm out here, and right ahead of me, I could see it swerve, and then just boom, it flips to its side. So
wow, that's crazy when you see that. I've seen a few things happen too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, no, the craziest I saw a dump truck. But I look at the sky. Crazy.
I saw someone go over off an overpass. I'm like,
yeah, that's what I saw. Well, it went over the center divide.
Like, boom, over. I'm like, holy shit! I hit the OnStar, man. Back when OnStar was good, and you could just tell them there was an issue, and that was it. You know.
Well, it's crazy. I saw a dump truck. I was in Jacksonville going over one of the bridges, and the dump truck jumped over that center divide on the bridge and hit a car 2 cars ahead of me. Like, it crushed a fucking car 2 cars ahead of me. And I'm sitting here looking at this, and I was like, what just happened? And it shakes you. It shakes you. It messes with you.
This is an older story you're saying it happened to you on the bridge.
So that was nuts. And but that wasn't today. No, today I just saw a car overturn, and I heard about the shooting on the freeway. And then the guy was like, "So don't take I-75." I'm like, "No, I'll divert." Obviously, I diverted, and the entire town of Bonita and Cape Coral and Fort Myers diverted. Everybody and their mother diverted today, and we were all stuck. Nobody. And by the way, Florida has some of the meanest drivers. Nobody lets you in. Everybody gives you the finger.
Right.
It's like everybody's rushing for that little inch further than what you're. I'm coming out. I'm trying to get into the road, and I inch, and then a car comes this close to hitting me just to not let me in. And I waved. I had my window down. I'm like waving at them. I'm like, "Hey, give me a second. Thank you so much. Thank you." And they're looking at me going, No, I don't give it. I'm like, "What is this? What kind of drivers are you?"
Motherfuckers. Yeah, I hear you, man. Yes, same here. We got them too.
So no, it's so this is a good rest. This is a good rest for the truck. Hopefully the engine cools down a little bit. The transmission cools down a little bit. Maybe it resets itself so I can get back on the road without an issue.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping. That's the hope. We'll see what happens. So I had some micro topics for tonight, and you know what's interesting is I'm kind of renaming micro topics. Like, I'm renaming it "What's on Oren's Brain." So, and this is really quite interesting. So I'm just going to kind of give you the basis of what the micro topic kind of is. So this one, where we get a little more interesting here. So I want to say it's memory as an antenna. So this is going to be a really interesting one. Also, Wait, what is this? Wait. This is not my notes. This is not my notes. I'm feeling like people seem lost. I look at the people like I think this is. It's not for me to judge that your life should be better. Huh? What is this? What this is not. Oh, local network outages. Oh, here we go. Okay, that was interesting. All right. So, memory as an antenna, and I think this is going to be interesting because so my question was, is memory something that we access almost like our brain is an antenna and we produce our own Wi-Fi? Now, this was my brain fart today because we still don't understand how we store memory. Okay, we've been studying it, we've been looking at it, and we still don't understand how memory is stored within the body. So, could it be that we're not storing memory, but instead it's accessed through, like our brain is accessing it, like we're connecting to the Wi-Fi, we're connecting to the Akashic record, we are connecting to.
Right, like memory,
maybe like an outside memory bank,
and what happened,
and that's why
past, right?
That's why we can't remember everything at the same time. I mean, all right, look. There's a conventional scientific view. For example, the current understanding about memory is that memories are not stored in a single location, like files on a hard drive. So within our brain, within our body, memory is not stored in a singular location. So instead, memories are distributed across networks of neurons. So our memories aren't in one place, but instead distributed all over the brain, all over in different places with the neurons. But see, I don't believe that's necessarily it. I think we're connecting to something else. So, for example, look, when you experience something, all right, synapses strengthen or weaken. So that's synaptic plasticity. New connections start to form. So when you experience something, new connections start to form. Groups of neurons become linked together into patterns called engrams. So recalling a memory means you're reactivating that network that you just created. But it doesn't make sense within the body, and it doesn't make sense. So what's really interesting is that scientists have never found a tiny memory,
Right.
a central memory place. Scientists have never found that memory cabinet of sorts inside the brain. Memory appears to be dynamic rather than static. So memory is not static within the brain. And even more surprising is every time you remember something, you may actually rewrite it slightly. So when you're remembering it, it's not the same memory. And so memory isn't a recording. Memory is like a reconstruction of what you experienced. Memory is a real-life, real-time reconstruction.
Dating this girl or going to this event or, I don't know, getting your first kitten or something. You remember that, right? Like strong memories,
No, absolutely. All those memories are not the exact memory. So when I remember shit, like music helps me remember, food helps me remember, seeing something,
a building or a house might make you remember, or pictures.
Smelling something helps me remember.
Yeah.
So in the help of that memory, you're re-accessing. In the help of that memory, not only do you re-access, you're actually reconstructing the original memory, and that's incredible. That's absolutely incredible because remember, you're that means so when you see through your eyes, and light transmits into the brain.
So yeah, I was just reading up on that, Oren. So what happens is the visual cortex stores the visual part, the amygdala stores the emotional part, the hearing stores its part, and then there's a vast network inside. That's all I know.
So is the brain basically a high-tech storage device? Is the brain simply a storage device.
Could there be local and global memory? Like, why would the universe? Why would I mean?
So like RAM, like random access memory, or
like is
like
there
RAM
a
and ROM,
hive mind to the
operating
cosmos?
memory, access memory?
It's a fundamental question. Is there a hive mind of the cosmos, and can we access the past and the future somehow? And that's really how things work.
That's interesting. That's interesting what you just said. Can we access events of the future? Because
and the past, both,
right, and the past. Well, the future, they say, look, everything's written. Everything's already said and spoken for. We're just actors acting out the multiple parallel realities of this world, of our life, of the universe.
Right.
So
reflecting the potentials that are already there.
Reflecting the potentials. So is that memory? Are we reflecting on the potential outcomes? Are we reflecting on the multiverse of possibilities?
I mean, they say with manifestation, you believe and it will happen. You know, so maybe who knows, you know, maybe that's your
Wait, say that again. Say what you said.
You believe and it will happen. If you think
you believe and it will happen.
Yes.
So we're writing it as we go along. So when we remember a memory, we're not remembering, we're reconstructing, we're recreating.
I had some good manifestation today. I had a Emmy award-winning commercial person who makes TV commercials for brands and stuff. He doesn't even have an IMDb because these commercial guys don't do that. But they get awards, and he has an Emmy award for making TV commercials. I don't know. It was an inbound. I didn't invite him. He reached out to me. You know, you know what I mean. You know what an inbound is, yeah. Wasn't an outbound.
Right. Yeah, an in-mail, and you get so many in-mails when you're on the pro plan or something. I don't pay for LinkedIn anymore.
The guy is trying to. He did commercial TV for 10 whatever years, won awards. Now he's trying to get into regular TV, and he has a TV series of his own that he's trying to do. And
okay,
so it's an interesting connection there.
No, when it comes to LinkedIn, I've gotten very sour. I used to like LinkedIn. I thought LinkedIn was a great business resource, but LinkedIn has categorized me only in the cannabis space. They've categorized me only in that space. They only show me in that space. They limit my view. They limit everything. So I thought to myself, why am I paying them $60 a month? That's right, people. $60 a month. Why am I paying $60 a month to be minimized? And then I thought about, why am I paying anybody to do anything for me? I'm going to do it myself. I'm not going to trust in their algorithms. I'm not going to trust in their system.
You can run your own ads. See, that's what
that's right.
Is. Paid ads. There is
for $60 a month. I can do my own damn ads for $60 a month,
right?
And not pay the bullshit of LinkedIn. So I stopped. I'm no longer a LinkedIn Pro member. They can kiss my ass. I will never do it again. They can shove it where the sun doesn't shine because I don't need their fucking help. I don't need them categorizing me. I don't need them labeling me. I don't need them minimizing me. I don't need anybody ever minimizing me again. I'm creating my path. I'm creating my direction. That's right. I'm choosing my destiny. No longer do I put it in the hands of anybody else. Now, that being said, so let's talk about it. Okay, so the hypothesis that I have here is that the antenna hypothesis, you know, where the brain is possibly simply a storage device. But what if it's also a receiver? So storage and receiver. So our brain is receiving. It's receiving. So instead of the brain storing memory, imagine it like this. The brain is tuning into memory. How wild is that? So we're not storing it. We're tuning into it. And you know why this makes a lot of sense? Remember how I talked about Edward Casey? Edward Casey, the psychic, the futurist,
I mean, there has to be a quantum entanglement with the particles and atoms of your mind with past events. There has to be a quantum entanglement there.
So a quantum entanglement, almost like an Akashic record, almost like everything's being stored off body.
Yes.
And we are tuning into this
Right.
library, this information source.
Right. So the ant or the butterfly may have as much awareness as the cow or the human, for example.
Well, that's exactly it. So that
You know?
also leans to the fact that consciousness is everywhere. So maybe dark
Right.
energy, dark matter is actually consciousness.
Maybe what
We
see is
are tuning
consciousness.
into our
know?
own consciousness. So instead of storing it and being it, because consciousness is not the body. And so maybe we are tuning in, using our brain into consciousness, into
are
a
the
Akashic
universe.
record, into a memory cabinet that is shared by everybody.
Right. You look up at the
That is incredible.
You're part of the heavens. I mean, we're quantumly entangled. When you look up at the heavens and the particles are coming in your eyes, you're now entangled with stuff that's millions of years old.
That's billions of years old. That's
It's so
look, we are
amazing
made of
we can't
stars.
even
We are made of
comprehend.
of explosions and nebulas. That's us. That's what our body is actually made of. So it's really interesting. So look at it this way. Think about your phone. All right? Your phone doesn't store the entire internet, does it? It simply connects to it. Look, let's keep it simple. Your phone doesn't store everything. It stores RAM, random access memory. It stores ROM, random operating memory. Okay, RAM and ROM. It has SSD, solid state drives. But it's only enough to run the phone. It's only enough to hold some of your pictures. Your phone can't hold them all, so it's stored on an off-site, digital memory bank. So the phone doesn't hold the whole internet.
The tree of
It
life.
just connects to it.
Could the tree of life be part of this? I mean, think about that. That's
And it really could connect back, showing maybe where our memories really are. Maybe we really need to look at the tree of life again. So look, the antenna inside your phone is useless without Wi-Fi, without mobile data, right? I mean, if you think about that, the antenna in your phone doesn't do shit unless it has Wi-Fi and mobile data. And the second it has Wi-Fi and mobile data, its memory banks open up and the whole internet is literally at your fingertips. So could consciousness work? And that's what I said a moment ago. Could consciousness work in the same way? I mean,
stuff like that. Yeah.
Could the brain be tuning into information rather than generating all of it? So we know that our minds are not generating all the information.
Dude, there's a guy that has multiple things. He's like a decorated neurosurgeon that has the microtubules in the brain might be tuning into stuff. Theory that
really. So all right. So other people feel like this is, and this guy's a neuroscience.
Yeah, he's like John Hopkins anesthesiologist. He puts people under. And where's consciousness go and things like that. Yeah.
So he's been watching brains for quite some time. He's got to watch the signals in order to properly anesthesize. I can't even say it. Put people to sleep.
Right.
But that's interesting. So, all right. So look at it like this. Let's look at it scientifically. Let's look at it factually. So, for example, smell instantly brings back a memory from even 40 years ago. So I know I'm not storing memories from 40 years ago. I know my brain is not holding on to shit. Like when I need to remember something, right? I will sit there and I'm like, I'm trying to bring it up. So it's not random access memory. It's not RAM. It's not quickly a solid state drive where the information is right there. I have to think about it. I have to access it. So smell brings that memory back immediately, And also, again, looking at it simply, brain injuries can erase some memories while leaving others completely untouched. So brain injuries possibly breaking our neural connection to the Akashic record. Brain injuries possibly breaking our antenna frequency. Smells like poop out here. It's like somebody walked their dog past me and just took a giant crap. Okay, anyways. And that smell, you know what that's bringing back? Nothing. It just smells like shit. Now, also, people occasionally report suddenly remembering events that they thought were completely forgotten. So things that they've totally forgotten, things that are not even in their brainstem anymore.
Somebody else and they remind you, and you're like, "Oh my god!" Yeah,
and like you told right, exactly, Chris. Thank you. Chris just said it just right.
my reality's different now because you just gave me information I didn't have somehow or something.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like this is something you were part of, something you should have remembered, right?
Can
Something that's part of your core memory.
Like sure, between people.
Right, something part of your core memory, but you've totally and completely forgotten. And then you meet somebody or you reunite with somebody and they remind you of this. And then you're like, whoa! And you get this flood of information, this flood of emotion.
Yeah.
Because it's like it wasn't even in your accessible memory.
Her eyes are so beautiful. Her eyes.
Well, but that's the thing. You don't realize it until it comes. And then now you remember. Now you're a part of it again. Right. So if that was so, then that memory would be in your head instead of being stored somewhere else.
There's that theory up there that there's like these world decorated scientists that are basically your version of what you're describing, you know.
Well, look, what happens to us when we dream? What happens to us when we go to sleep?
I wonder, man. Really.
And that's what I'm saying. This is part and parcel in that. If we are tuning into something while we're awake, we're obviously tuning into something when we sleep. If we're tuning into something while we're awake, I need a joint. I really need a joint. I need 2 joints. Come to think about it, I could be smoking 2 joints right now at the same damn time. Holy shit. Holy shit, I could really use a joint. Anyways, but that's the thing. So when we sleep,
I feel
during dreams,
you're in a desert now. You're in a weed desert.
Look, during dreams or meditation, people sometimes experience vivid memories with extraordinary detail. So those vivid memories, are they necessarily remembering something that they have done? Are they tapping into something even beyond that? So are we the antenna? Are we the Wi-Fi? Are we, instead of storing the memory, are we tapping into the memory? Are we connecting to something even deeper, even bigger? So I feel like we are. I feel like in that grand scheme of things, even though it's a brain fart of sorts over here that I'm thinking we're antennas and we're Wi-Fi and we're tuning into an Akashic record, even still, you know, even still, I think there's something to it. And I think it's something that we definitely need to look at. We definitely need to think about. I mean, look at like the radio. Look at consciousness. Look at consciousness like a radio. Okay? Like the brain isn't the music. The brain is the radio. Damage the radio and music becomes distorted. Change, right? Like you got to tune into the music on radio. You got to get the exact station. And if your station comes off by like 0.1 decibel or 0.1 of the frequency, you lose the song, right, Gavin? I mean, you start like, have you ever done that? You're on the radio and like you're traveling in the car and you got a great song you're listening to, and then it's like you just get too far out of that frequency by 0.1 whatever, and the song disappears, or it starts to distort, or it starts to damage. You know? That's it. So you damage a radio, the music becomes distorted. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean the music has stopped existing. So this is where it gets interesting. The music is still playing. We are tuning into it like a radio station. We're tuning into the memories. We're tuning into the frequency. We are tuning into our very own consciousness. Have you ever felt like you're not yourself? Like, you know, you've had a hard day, your brain is kind of fried, the sun has beat you down, you're exhausted, you're tired, and sometimes like you just sit there and you don't feel like yourself. You sit there and you just kind of feel like your reception has changed. Like your personal brain tuning into shit is not quite right. And you don't feel right. You don't feel normal. You don't feel the same. Because where you originally tuned into shit, you know, it's changed for you. You're no longer tuning in. You know, you're no longer part of that, I don't know, that you're not part of that frequency. Ever happened to you, Chris?
It's hard to say. I mean, I certainly have my days, you know, you know, with the music or whatever. Where does that come from? It's some random things sometimes. I don't know.
But that's the thing. Have you ever had a day where you just don't feel like you?
Yeah.
Like you just feel off the whole day.
Days, yeah.
I mean, I feel like that sometimes. I feel like I'm just off. I'm not all there.
Like
Like
your
I'm
focus
on,
might not be there on what it should be
right? Exactly. So maybe as radio gets damaged or the channel gets changed, you lose the music. Same with the brain. If the brain is damaged from sun, from work, from lack of sleep, maybe you're not able to tune directly into that frequency that you used to tune into. Maybe you're you, but you're not exactly you. You're a different version of what you could be. Maybe you from a different
I've certainly been
a
transformed
different
by
station.
I've been transformed by other people. You know, that's a thing. You know,
Okay.
some
Well, look,
girl
music
or
has changed me.
something.
Frequency has changed me. Well, all right. So that's the radio analogy. You ruin a radio, the song gets ruined. You ruin your brain. You know, you hit your brain or whatever, and or sun damage or work damage or lack of sleep, and now you're not tuning into the right channel anymore. And now you mentioned earlier, Chris, quantum, like quantum possibilities. So in that, look, researchers have explored whether quantum processes play a role in our consciousness. I think
Right.
memory, consciousness, all of that is tying in together. And if our consciousness is something that we're actually tuning into, then we're also tuning into our memories. Look, and so the idea of quantum consciousness, if information can exist in quantum states, could consciousness access information that isn't stored in neurons alone? That's where this gets wild.
Yeah, you hear like musicians like, where did I get that song from? It just sort of came to me.
It just sort of came to me. Exactly.
I do feel as though when I watch some of these videos of me playing guitar, that maybe I'm looking at someone else. Because when I stop playing and it's just the background music, all the magic disappears, all the life disappears. And what I'm playing is literally bringing life to whatever the background track is. And it feels weird.
But it comes to you from somewhere else. You almost feel like it's coming from somewhere else.
Like
Right.
maybe some sort of archetype or consciousness that is responsible for music in the universe somehow plugs into me and it's channeling through me.
It's interesting you just said plugs into me. You just said plugs into me.
Right.
I mean, look, your body
He was
already
possessed by the
communicates
devil,
through
you know.
electrical activity. Your body is already communicating through electrical activity. Your heart
Right.
generates measurable electronic fields or electromagnetic fields.
Just waves of stuff's going on
Right.
right now.
And your
Like a
brain
fucking
is generates
64
measurable brain waves.
Sure.
Look, every neuron communicates electronically. So we already know we are electrical beings.
Interesting. Yeah, the brain has regions, and these regions, when you look at the brain, it looks like spaghetti. But when they put it on our magnifying glass, there's called Brodmann regions, and there's like 52 or more of these regions that humans, apes, and all have. And it's almost like the brain's composed of 64 different devices, like really doing different things. And
No, you're absolutely right. I mean,
at a molecular level, they're doing quite different things. It's crazy.
So I really think there's a lot of coordination within the body, within the brain, within the heart. I mean, if we're already producing electrical waves, electromagnetic wavelengths, and these are measurable wavelengths.
Yeah.
But we don't produce. See, here's the crazy part. So the electromagnetic fields produced by the brain are very weak. And so it means they're strong enough to access an off-site memory bank.
Right.
Not strong enough to generate or reconstruct the memories that we store right here. So they're weak enough to access an off-site download of sorts. And they say when we sleep and dream, our electromagnetic waves are stronger. They are stronger. I mean, look, collective memory. Some people have proposed the broader idea, like Carl Jung suggested a collective unconsciousness, shared symbolic patterns inherited across humanity. I mean, tell me, other people have thought deeply about this. Look, Rupert Sheldrake proposed morphic resonance. And that's the idea that information might be shared across time and space
I've heard
through non-traditional fields.
I've heard that one. Morphic resonance.
And that's Rupert Sheldrake. I mean, there's a lot of different influential ideas in philosophy and alternative science, but a lot of them, a lot of them haven't really gained broad acceptance because they haven't really been supported by mainstream science. So mainstream science hasn't supported some of these influential ideas. Why? Why? Because that means they'd have to rewrite the book. Why? That means they'd have to open up their understanding of things and how things really work. I mean, right now, we don't know how memory works. We don't know. So there's got to be alternative possibilities. And I'm glad that tonight we're talking about those things.
Okay. So our brain, the microtubules, are a quantum computer that's able to analyze multiple quantum states simultaneously. We're like really, yeah, it's a big deal. I was just reading that thing from that guy.
No. That's incredible. And right there, look, and I've always said that. I've always said our brain is like it's like a quantum entangled computer. Yeah, we are creating reality as we live, as we speak, as we manifest. So in that, we are.
Nature has a memory, right?
Right. Well, I was about to say, so our thoughts become actionable. Our thoughts become physical. Our thoughts become reality.
Nature has a consciousness and nature has a memory. How about that?
Nature has a consciousness. All living beings have a consciousness.
It's consciousness.
But are we carrying this consciousness in us? Or are we tapping into it? Are we tuning into it?
Yeah, I think we are. I think it'd be great to use it to manifest things. Hopefully that's happening and in progress. Make the world a better place for ourselves and others.
Well, I think the bigger conversation right now really comes down to consciousness. And that's a question we still have. Where does it come from? Where is it stored? What is it exactly?
Yeah, memory and consciousness are tied together somehow.
But I think neuroscience has made tremendous progress in explaining how neurons communicate. But there is still no consensus on how electrical and chemical activity gives rise to the feeling of being you. We don't know how all this comes together and gives you the feeling of being you, or to the subjective experience of recalling your past. We don't know how we recall our past. We don't know where we store that memory directly, especially if we're creating new pathways. We're creating new directions in the brain. So we have to understand how we actually access those things. And that gives me pause to think that we access it from an off-site storage facility. So the brain is an antenna. That's a legitimate philosophical hypothesis. And I'm glad we're exploring that tonight. I mean, from what I looked up, it has inspired many discussions in neuroscience, philosophy of mind, consciousness research. Again, not supported by mainstream scientists, only because they don't want to admit that they don't know something. But really, I mean, I feel like this is the signal. This is the signal. And I wrote something for us. So let me quickly get to that, because I feel this is almost something so important. Yes, we're the signal. Yes, we are that communication, right? So let me do a little. Oh shit, what happened? Cancel. What did I do? I hit something. Did I disappear there? I'm back. I don't know what I touched. Okay. This is called the signal. Who told us that memory lives inside the brain? Who proved it? Not suggested it, not theorized, but proved it, that memory lives in the brain. Because the truth is, we know how neurons fire. We know chemicals move. We know electricity dances between the cells of the body. But do we know where your first kiss is? Where it's stored in the brain? You said it earlier, Chris, where that first kiss, it resides in history, in memory. Do we know where your grandmother's laugh is hiding inside the body? I used to hear my grandmother laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh hysterically. I can't hear that anymore unless food reminds me, unless a song reminds me, unless something else kicks in that memory and reminds me. I mean, where the smell of rain from your childhood lives. I remember as a kid, the rain would smell so fresh and so new. I remember as a kid, the rain was renewing and rejuvenating, and it didn't smell like chemical. It didn't smell like ozone. It didn't smell like some shit that was hiding up in the air and just got washed down to the earth. The rain was so fresh, and I remember that in my head. Or my mother's voice. I miss her every day. I miss her every single day. And where is her voice? It's hiding in my head somewhere. Do I hear it right now? No. It requires a smell, a taste, a moment of time that kicks me into gear and reminds me what my mom's voice used to sound like. But it's not sitting here. It's sitting somewhere else. It happens one random day, right? Like I said, a song comes on, and suddenly I can feel my mother standing beside me again. I can hear her voice. I can hear her yelling for me from across the way, come over here and eat dinner. I mean, did your brain store that? Or did it find it? Did your brain store it the whole time? Or did it find it somewhere? Look, we've spent centuries believing that this magnificent universe between our ears, the brain, is a storage unit, a filing cabinet, a biological solid state drive, hard drive. But what if we've been asking all the wrong questions? What if your brain was never built to remember anything other than RAM or ROM? What if it was built to receive? Look around you. Look around everything that you see right now. The room that you're sitting in right now, Chris, it's filled with music. Thousands of songs and conversations and voices, entire movies passing through you right now. I can't hear you. Oh, there you are.
Data. Sorry, yeah, the packets of data.
Exactly. Yes.
Signals,
that's it.
signals,
he said it again. The packets of data that are flying around you right now. Thousands of conversations, thousands of songs.
Yeah. Like
right.
Everything puts off some kind of.
But you don't hear them right now, do you?
No.
You don't see it right now. Not until you tune the dial. You tune the dial, and then the signal was always there. So the signal is there right now. The memories are there. The songs are there. The smells are there. The feelings are there. But we don't feel it. We don't see it. We don't experience it until we tune into it. So look, I said the signal was always there. You simply weren't listening to it. So let me ask you this. When a memory appears from nowhere, who turned the dial?
So it's interesting. Okay. I can give you a good story today, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead, please. Yeah.
So, I went to Guitar Center to get new strings and have them do it. A luthier does it. They work on lutes, but they're artisan, and he just changed the strings. It took him 10 minutes. And they do setups and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, I ran into the guy there who took the guitar off the shelf when I was first there and bought it. I ran into that guy, and I told him about the different picks I'm using, the blue pick, the regular ones, versus the black picks. And I'm like, dude, when I used the black pick, it unlocked everything. Like, it made me, I stopped making mistakes and stuff, and I was able to really open up, and he recommended these picks when, but I'm just saying, we've remembered each other on site, and his name was Chris and my name is Chris.
Okay. But that's interesting how it just kind of happens like that.
Yeah, random. I mean, he works there, so I mean, bound to run into him, right? But
well, so that comes back to look, memory isn't locked inside of your skull, even though that's how we've remembered. That's how we've been taught.
We remember the faces and the people and.
Well, look, when you dream of someone you haven't seen in 20 years. Where were they hiding? Like in that, you've forgotten about some of these places. Then all of a sudden you dream about somebody. All of a sudden you think about somebody. All of a sudden. So it's like maybe the memory is being accessed. It's being tuned into. It's there the whole time. We just don't know until we tune in. Look, maybe consciousness is less like a computer and more like a radio. Maybe every thought, every emotion, every experience that you have leaves an imprint somewhere beyond us. And every once in a while, our strange little biological antenna, the brain, finds the frequency. Every so often, we find the frequency. I mean, wouldn't that explain why memories arrive instead of being searched for? No matter how hard we search for a memory, we can't find it. We have to wait for it to arrive to us.
Spirituality and God and goddesses. I like the idea of God.
But it arrives. Look, inspiration feels like it's been downloaded. You don't know where you found the inspiration for the song, but it almost like it downloaded.
Of some sort. I don't know where it comes from.
Look, ideas seem to visit us. Intuition whispers before logic ever catches up.
I had weird dreams, that were like kind of like this too.
Well, and then you ever walk into a room just kind of knowing without knowing why? You know without knowing why. We're so busy trying to become smarter that maybe we've forgotten how to tune into the information that's already there. Maybe meditation isn't escaping. Maybe it's adjusting our antenna. Maybe we need to meditate so that we're able to see the information that's already in front of us.
Smoking weed and getting high is probably meditating. You think a lot when you do it, right? I mean, I wish you would do it right now, Oren. You will eventually get back to your room and be able to toke, right?
I would love to toke right now.
I know, but you will eventually. You are going to eventually toke at some point.
Oh, I'm going to smoke like crazy. So, all right. So we're talking consciousness. We're talking all this stuff. Let me quickly say this. So today, the good thing about the day is that I was able to stop at Goldflower Cannabis. And I picked up something that is so super special. So I've never tried it in flower. I've only tried it in concentrate, in dabs.
Moroccan peaches?
And that's Moroccan peaches. So guess what they've got in flower right now? They've got Moroccan peaches.
So Goldflower showed up in my LinkedIn.
It smells so good too, Warren.
It smelled amazing. I got the pre-rolls. I got the 7-pack of pre-rolls, and I got 2 of the flower.
I got
2 8s, and I got a 7-pack of the flower.
I wanted to get some, but I was out.
Man, I'll tell you something. I am so excited. Look. You want to come over to the house? We'll come smoke. We'll toke a little bit.
King's Wish.
That's why I want to make a TV show.
We got
smoke and make things. And
by the way, I can't see any of the chats. Is that Troublesome Red?
Yeah, we got Troublesome Red and King's Wish 420.
Hey, King Swish 420.
King
Welcome
Swish.
to Highly Motivated and Troublesome Red. Troublesome Red. Highly Motivated. We're coming to you on the road, and if you haven't heard, I am stuck at a rest stop right now, letting the car cool down. The engine and transmission both overheated. I overheated. I almost ran out of gas. I was stuck in traffic for 4 hours.
The nighttime since you've been started the podcast too. You started.
What's that? It turned into nighttime. It did turn into night. It was bright outside when I started an hour ago.
Yeah.
And now it's gotten dark. But I can't see any of the chats. Everybody, it's too small. It's on my phone. I'm using my phone. It's sitting here on the hood of the car. As you can see, I'll give you a little turnaround so you can see where I'm at. There's my lovely truck behind me.
There's some people asking for access to the Discord channel and things like that. Nova CHN9 wants access to the Discord. So review the chat later, and
Yeah, well, we we'll definitely it's good. It's good that we have a Discord where we can continue these conversations.
When you weren't on Sunday, I tried to do a live on the Discord. So if anyone's ever
we can go live on Discord.
Yeah. So you can do video on Discord. So if ever you're not doing the podcast, people can go to the Discord, and if someone's doing broadcasting, then we can share and talk to each other just like this.
No, that's awesome. That's awesome. I wanted to come Sunday. I was really upset that I didn't have a show. And it's crazy because I thought about it the whole time.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
missed it
need to
too.
be
I
on.
checked a bunch of times. I'm like, is Oren live yet? Is he coming on? Is he?
Well, I know, usually I don't miss a show. And if I'm not able to come live, I have something pre-recorded. But
So I was
Sunday,
going to mention that the being cyclical with your advertising and having a tempo is a good marketing.
that's true.
Method.
Well, you know, I noticed me not being on Sunday was mentally taxing on me as well, because I'm used to doing the show 3 times a week, and when I don't do the show, and even if I don't come live, I'm still, oh shit, that was lightning. Even if I don't come live, I'm still used to having something pre-recorded. So Sunday was rough. I was beat down. I'd been driving 16 hours. I was exhausted mentally and physically, and honestly, I wasn't even tuning into myself. You know, like my brain wasn't totally there.
Right.
And
yeah, right. Yeah.
And so today,
and your mind.
what day is it today? Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday. It's got to be Wednesday. Holy shit! Is it already Wednesday?
Yeah,
it's already wet. That's crazy. That's crazy sauce. So I don't even know where I am right now. I mean, I know I'm at a rest stop, and I'm in between Naples and Tampa. Again, the traffic was crazy. The truck has taken a beating today. This will probably be the last time I use the truck until I get the transmission fixed.
Right.
And I'm limping home. So I'm also here at the rest stop right now, because people always ask, oh, Oren, you're always having great days. You're always having lucky days. You know,
I'm pretty sure
shit
your
doesn't
truck,
happen to you.
because
What's
usually
that?
when your truck goes in limp mode, usually when you turn it off, it usually resets within 5-10 minutes.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. The truck is off right now, so I'm hoping when I do turn it back on, I can go back to 70 miles an hour. And it was just taking so long to get up to like 50, and then it wouldn't go past third gear. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm hoping that it recovers enough so I can get back to the house tonight. So I was going to get a hotel room.
Transmission fluid or some oil.
Well, I just put transmission fluid in, and I put also that Lucas stop slip, but it didn't seem to do shit.
What about your oil? You checked your oil?
It seems okay. No, I do oil changes like every 3,000 to 6,000 miles. And I do. Sometimes I'm doing three plus oil changes a month. In one vehicle, I'll do 3. Like this truck usually gets 3 oil changes a month.
That's what I had to do to my CRV, because it's
Really?
so old and it has a busted leak in the oil pan.
Oh, okay, it's leak. No, this is because I drive it so much, and it doesn't leak oil, but I seem to burn oil. So it doesn't leak it, but I burn the shit out of it. And because I'm burning the shit out of it, it's just disappearing. Same with the radiator today. I remember just filling it up the other day. When I stopped earlier, opened it up, it was like empty. It was like empty. I'm like, what is going on here? So the truck today took a beating. And I love my truck. It's not a new truck. It's a 2005, but I love it. I don't need new. I need working. I don't need fancy. I need reliable and consistent. The truck is reliable and consistent as long as the tires aren't popping on me, or the brakes continue to work, or the transmission is fine.
Consistent work on it.
What's that? Because I am consistently working.
Yeah.
I'm always working on the truck. I just replaced the rack and pinion. We just did, I don't know what else we did. Oh, plugs, wires, a few other things. We've done a few things, but honestly, look, it's just enough to keep her putting along. And that's what I like. Something smells nice. First, I smelled shit. Now it smells like flowers. What memories are they bringing up? I don't know. Just shit and flowers right now. That's what I smell. But no, we're talking tonight. Our micro topic, or what's on Oren's brain, is memory, consciousness. I think these are such huge, huge things. And really the bigger conversation comes down to what are we tuning into? Where are we tuning into? And it makes so much sense that consciousness is, again, we are tuning into that frequency, because there's so many days that I don't feel like me. Like I feel something is off, and you can't put a finger on it. You can't explain it, but something is off. So for me, that's consciousness. That's me trying to tune into myself. Me trying to,
My
I don't know. Tune. We're gonna do a little walk around. We're gonna walk around this place because just to keep things exciting.
You got a sneak a toke there, Oren?
You're funny. I'm looking around where I can go sneak a toke. You're funny. He's like, Oren, you're gonna go sneak a toke. I'm like, listen. I am looking to see where security is. I'm looking to see where, and there's a lot of truckers here already. I mean, it's crazy. Like they're already lining up to sleep for the night. Truckers don't get hotels. They sleep here at rest stops.
In the 80s, you could smoke a joint in the movie theater, depending on the movie theater and the area.
Depending on the movie theater, but yes, you could. You could get away with that back in the
too, right? Yeah.
What a great way to go to a movie and toke, but you can't really, you can't do that anymore. And then rest stops.
I want to do a 3D movie. I would really love to do a 3D movie.
Well, I think rest stops used to have
more of a. Kevin, you like 3D or?
Do I like 3D? I think 3D is incredible. I think 3D is super awesome.
3D.
I think some guy just went into the wrong bathroom over there.
Yeah, you're going
went into the ladies' room. Look at, you got security over here, but
you don't do it at home. But
look. I'm like, you got security here. Nobody here. Nobody. Oh, there is some. Oh wait. There's snack machines and some other goodies over here. Let's see the crap that you can find here at the rest stop. Actually, these are a lot of them. I usually don't see this many machines in like one place. This one's all Laffy Taffy, blow pops, Rip Stip, Mike and Ike, Dum Dums. You'll be a Dum Dum if you pay $3 for that shit. You're the Dum Dum if you buy Dum Dums for $3. Sorry, don't buy some Dum Dums. And then this one, so this one's different. We've got chips, we've got M&Ms, we've got plantains and Funyuns and Bugles. Bugles, I used to love Bugles. Bugles were so delicious. I used to love Bugles. Wait, let's go to the next one.
I put them on my fingertips and ate them off.
The what?
I used to put them on my fingertips and ate them off.
That's what I'd have one on each finger. And there's coffee, which I won't drink this because it's not real coffee. This is shit. This is not even shit. It's not even flavored shit. It's just shit. Okay, then ice cream seems like a good idea. I might need some ice cream right now. I'm hot. I'm dying. Funny enough, ice cream doesn't help at all. And it looks like they've got some really normal shit. Boring ice cream. So boring. Let's keep going. All right, so the rest is just drinks and more drinks. I don't know what the difference is between this machine and that machine. There's no difference. Oh, Pepsi, Coca-Cola. But there's Coca-Cola in there. Oh, wait, Starbucks is a Pepsi thing? I am never drinking the Frappuccino again. I hate Pepsi. I did not know Starbucks is a Pepsi thing. Same with Pepsi. Pepsi's a Pepsi thing. So no, this is actually really a lot. This is a lot of, snack machines. Normally you don't see that many in a rest stop. Oh, maybe this will tell us where we are. Maybe this. So again, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me on this quick break in a rest stop while the car cools down. Thank you for joining me here for the Highly Motivated. What is this? It doesn't say where we are though. It just says Great Seal of the State of Florida. Well, that doesn't help me. There's got to be something that kind of says, hey, this is where we are. But I don't see. Oh, wait. No, that's 250. Yeah, there's like nothing. Oh, wait, Hillsborough. Here we go. I see it on the building right there. It says Hillsborough. Do you know where Hillsborough is, Gavin?
I do. Yes, I do.
Am I still pretty south? Oh shit! That blinded me.
Yeah, a little bit.
You're like, yeah, I'm still pretty south. I don't feel like I've gotten very far. I mean, I was sitting in traffic forever. Today was really a horrendous day as far as work and driving. But you can't think about how the day is horrendous. You can't think about how the day is, because everybody's going through a hard day. And I'm always trying to find the positive. I haven't found the total positive yet. The partial positive is that we're on the show together. And then the double big positive is when I get to light up my damn joint and feel really good about the day because I'm smoking some Moroccan peaches by Goldflower Cannabis. It looks like we got some weather coming and we could have a downpour very soon. The lightning behind me, I don't know if you can see, well, you didn't see it a moment ago, but they're in the distance coming this way.
Was it storm lightning or heat lightning?
You know, it's hot as shit. I don't know if shit is hot, so it's just hot. It's like really, 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 really hot right now. So that could be heat lightning. You're absolutely right. It could be the lightning of the heat.
Heat lightning every night. So
it is hot. It is hot out here, man. Even though the sun has gone down, I am still sweating. Wow. But I've been driving without AC for a couple of hours. I did it the other day coming back from Pennsylvania, and I've been doing it today. Normally, I bring the truck and spend the extra money on gas because I need the AC. But it doesn't seem to matter because the unit overheating, having so many issues. Maybe we should start it back up. I should get back on the road. Maybe we should give that a shot. You know, something. Let's go. Let's do it together. Let's go together. Let's go together and see what happens. You know, that's
all right. Yeah, let's go with Orange on an adventure here. This is good.
Absolutely. Let's see if we got things. Oh shit! What was that? Don't even know what that was. Oh look, I didn't even bother locking the car. All right, let's see if we can do this. Oh, if you guys can still see me. Oh my God. Oh. I would love the smoky talky.
We'll see.
Here we go. All right, let's see if the car starts back up. Let's see if she starts up. Let's see if there's no problems. Let's see. Here we go. Ah! Okay, she's up. All right. I'm going to keep that light on for a moment so you can all see me. I'm not going to look at the camera, so I'm not looking at the phone.
Right. Is your car
always wear your seatbelt, people?
Good? Is it looking good? Or are you out of limp mode?
Don't know yet. We're going to find out. Okay. And I can usually, right when I start moving, it'll let me know. Let's see if the AC is working fine. All right. So the car is cooled down. Okay. People, looks like the truck is back. All right, let's go. I'm like, all right, let's go.
I wouldn't run the AC until your car is moving down the road and it's cooling it off, you know.
Well, the I'm hot nodule has oh, maybe I should turn my headlights on. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, that doesn't look good. I think I'm missing a headlight. Okay. Oh, that is heat lightning because I kept seeing it again. Okay, here we go. Back on the road, people. Back on the road, feeling good. This is the most AC I have felt in hours.
Great. I'm glad you're getting cool.
I don't see. Oh, we're back. Yes. I could feel the difference immediately. Look, earlier when I hit the gas, it's like it just wasn't going.
Right.
Is it too dark? It's too dark here.
Because I'm cooled down and I can run now. Yeah.
Well, it was not responding. So like right now I'm hitting the gas and we're already at 30, 40, 50. Here we go.
Nice.
Oh, this is nice. No, it feels good. Good. So
good.
Middle of the week.
It's running. Our prayers worked and I'm glad you're on.
This AC right now feels amazing. I'm gonna tell you, the AC feels, it's those little things that just make you so happy. Like when you've been hot all day.
I love AC. You know, the sound stage I'm looking at up in New York, they got AC. I just told
the sound stage has AC, really.
Oh yeah. Green screens and sound stage, all of Hollywood stuff.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
3D cameras though. I don't. The Ursa sign 3D camera is like a $30,000 camera.
Wow. Well, no, I think 3D is incredible. I really think it's also come leaps and bounds.
Well,
because original 3D you needed glasses, but now they have special curved televisions. They have projection modules where you don't need glasses anymore.
Right. Okay. Well, that's cool.
Have you seen those where no glasses are required?
3D. Wouldn't it be cool to remember Metal Storm, The Revenge of Jared Sin, and do you remember Space Hunter Adventures in the Forbidden Zone? Those 3D movies from the 80s.
I don't. 3D. I do and I don't. I want to say I remember the glasses. One side was blue, one side was red.
No.
You know
these
the Las
were
Vegas
different.
Sphere does movie nights.
These were clear.
Wait, what's that, Gavin?
The Las Vegas Sphere, they have movie nights.
Do they?
They do.
I bet
It's
that's
crazy as
insane
fuck.
watching a movie at the Las Vegas Sphere.
Oh,
That is
wow.
definitely
Yeah,
something I would love to do.
You guys search it up because it's so cool. It's like, sorry, I keep muting my mic because
Have you
I'm
been
watching
to the
show.
Sphere? Have you seen the Sphere, Gavin?
I have not.
I have not either.
Not in person, but I've seen.
Yeah,
it.
I haven't seen it in person either, but I've seen.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in person. I've only seen videos and pictures.
Right,
And I have to tell you, it's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, really shocking.
Stealth Time Machine Project, a special event at the Sphere in Las Vegas. A family event for everyone. Evil forces and time.
By the way, everybody, I know you see me driving right now. Nobody duplicate this.
Awesome.
I'm not looking at the camera at all. I am only I just looked at the camera. I'm not looking at the camera, and then I swerve off the road. No, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm being safe. Other than driving with a light on, that's not very safe because it does tend to blind you around other parts of the car. But I'm being as safe as humanly possible. I know it's bad to drive and podcast at the same time, unless of course somebody else is driving for you.
We don't need to see you, Oren. We can hear you talk.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So we're middle of the week, and Goldflower just had a huge drop. And if you're in Florida, you got your medical card. I just want to remind everybody that Goldflower Cannabis, a medical cannabis provider, the best medical cannabis provider of Florida. I'm very comfortable saying that. You know, I think we beat Flowery, we beat Jungle Boys in product and price.
They honestly
in
have.
Product, quality, people, and price. That's a lot of things to beat somebody in.
And the bud tenders, they are amazing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The people, our people at Goldflower are incredible. I mean, they work so hard. They do so much. And I want to let everybody know that Orange Park.
Every time I walk in, they know me. Like I walk in, they're like, "Hey, what's up, Gavin? You in? You coming in for the 8th?" I'm like, "Yes, sir."
Of the cannabis.
Or yes, ma'am. Whichever one.
Their places.
That's a great thing where they know you. Hey, everybody! Welcome, Cowboy! Highly motivated. Welcome, Cowboy. Good to have you here tonight.
Oh yeah, what's happening, everybody?
Crazy day. If you hadn't heard, I'm really going through the business. We just got my truck back on the road like moments ago. I've been at a rest stop, letting the engine and transmission cool down. I wasn't even able to run with the AC, which is weird because it smells funny. It smells funny.
Is it the coolant?
Anyway,
it was like rubber burning.
That's what I'm checking to see if it's a belt, like if the compressor froze up.
Yeah, the compressors, if it froze up, the belt will smoke.
Nope. I guess maybe just the way it smells more like antifreeze, like burnt antifreeze. So that could be from the engine overheating earlier.
AC running too, so.
But the car has been in limp mode for a couple of hours now because I've been stuck in traffic trying to get out of Naples. I-75 was shut down. There was a shooting on the freeway.
Jeez.
So everybody sat in traffic trying to get out of Naples Bonita area for like hours and hours. And because I sat in traffic so long, the engine overheated. The transmission was already giving me problems, but the engine overheated, and then I had to shut down the AC. It's just been an ordeal, but I'm really happy to be back on the road at a regular speed and not limping in the slow lane at 50 miles an hour at maximum speed.
Man.
So we're good though. Look, it's a positive. I'm back on the road. I've got some Moroccan peaches calling my name. This is the 7-pack. You can see. This is a 7-pack of Moroccan peaches. I cannot even tell you the amount of excitement I have right now to smoke this. Oh shit, I could smell it through the, oh my God. Oh my God, that's stinky. Wow. It smells just like the rosin. So I haven't had it in flour yet. I've only had it in rosin batter. Oh my God, the smell is exciting me. Holy shit. Oh my God, that's so good. That is so good. I don't know what to do with myself now. I'm like, oh wait, can I let me take off the top. Let me smell it better. Oh, holy shit, that's amazing. Here, can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. So, that is chunky. That is funky. Wow, that is the best smelling bud. Holy shit. People, Moroccan peaches might be the big winner. Wow. Oh my God, I can't get enough of this. I can sit there. I think I might just shove a joint in my nose.
First thing I'm gonna get.
Holy shit, that is really incredible. Wow, I'm like, I feel better already. I haven't even lit one up, and I feel better already. That's incredible. So, Cowboy, you guys got any gigs this weekend?
Yeah, we're playing out in Steenhatchee, Florida. Out at
Steenhatchee.
Yep, Dead Man's
Bay.
7. So,
when are you guys playing over at the Dead Man's Bay?
We'll be out there from 6 to 10 Saturday night. So,
you all hear that? If you're in Florida and you're in Steenhatchee, go to the Dead Man's Bay to check out THC, the Whoredom Culture, this Saturday.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, our other show last weekend was canceled because the weather.
Same place or?
No, out there at Silverman.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah, but they canceled it. We all kind of made the decision too because what the weather was saying, and then it didn't rain at all weekend.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I know. It kept saying it was going to rain. I was excited. We need the rain out here right now to bring the temperatures down. No rain. Nothing.
Wow.
We're getting a lot of that. But did you know there was a hurricane that was in the Gulf heading over to us, and it was supposed to be hitting us by Wednesday, by today?
Oh, wow.
Anybody hear about that?
Oh, the tropical storm?
Was that? Oh, so did it ever hit us?
No.
I feel like whatever hit us earlier today in like Sarasota. I want to say I was close to Sarasota, or maybe right below Sarasota. Whatever hit us, that was tropical storm like. Like it was super crazy, super powerful.
Yeah, some of those storms down south on the Gulf Coast are pretty wild because the waters are so shallow and warm.
Well, the winds pick up like crazy, and you couldn't even see in front of yourself by a few feet. That's how heavy the rain was. No, it was incredible. No, I feel so tonight's micro topic, what's on Orange Brain, was about consciousness. It's about memory. It's about the possibility and the hypothesis that our brains are antennas and receivers. So, if anything else tonight, I kind of want us just to think about those possibilities. Think about the origin of where consciousness really lies. You know, think about what we're tuning into when we're awake and what we're tuning into when we sleep. You know, as simple as those questions are, they answer so much. What's that?
Well, it's kind of interesting you're talking about that. I mean, because in theory, when you look at it, people who hang out with each other more, like you're really your best friend or your wife or your husband or you know, when you become really close to someone like that and you stick, you almost start answering those people's, you know, sentences.
That's really interesting. Wait, that's very interesting. So what Cowboy is saying is the longer you're with somebody, you know, a best friend, a lover, a girlfriend, a wife, whatever, you start to answer each other, like you finish each other's sentences, or you start to think very similar thoughts, like you're sharing a frequency.
Yeah, the guys in the band do it all the time with me. They know me if they can tell my mood, and they'll turn around and warn me. Don't say what you're gonna say, because they kind of know where I'm at.
You know, the same now. The opposite can be said as well. I mean, even people that you've connected with for such a long time, and you start to see things like they see it, think like they think, understand. You know, you're understanding it at a different level because you're on their frequency. So as lovers separate, as partners separate, you know, we stop being able to see things like they see it. You know, we stop feeling their feeling. Like where we connect on an emotional level, we connect on a subconscious level, that almost disappears. And it's like you don't know how to connect on that level. Like maybe somebody you've been married to or with for like 10 years plus, and you stop connecting on that same level that you used to connect on. I mean, is that something that we tune into?
A lot of people stay in marriages because they, you know, and at the end of the marriage, you know, even if they don't like each other because of the way they feel. And I'm totally against that. I say, you know, if you're not connecting with your partner, you know, why are you wasting your time in life? You only have one go. So when,
are you not connecting with a partner because like, all right, so do you stop connecting with a partner because the frequency has changed?
Like you said, when they start hanging out, like my first wife, she was a clinical psychologist and was and finishing up her master's, going for her PhD, and she got in with a group of people that influenced her, and she totally changed her image and everything. So I mean, you start to see things like this, but people change in life, and that part is ever changing, just like styles, you know.
Well, no, that makes sense. Our style is always changing, but you remain.
You know, life's like crossroads. You get to a crossroad, they go this way, you go that way. Sometimes both go the same way.
Is it because so as we're constantly changing in life? Because I don't feel like we're necessarily the same person. I feel like biologically we're a totally different person. A year, you know, a year from what you are now to next year.
By far. I mean,
yeah, biologically you're almost a totally different person. So as you're going through those changes, is your frequency changing? Are you tuning into a different consciousness of yourself?
Like over 6 months, you're probably not the same molecules anymore, you know?
No, believe it or not, your body loses over 200,000 skin cells a day.
Wow.
Wow. I remember we talked about that, like the top 20 facts about your body. But your skin, so you lose 20,000 skin cells a day?
No, 200,000.
200,000. Wow.
On the average, an average person, yeah.
So imagine in a week, you're not the same person anymore. You've totally regenerated skin cells at that point.
From moment to moment, parts of you are alive, parts of you are dead, and you are multiplying.
Well, think about it. If you live in a 2-story house, typically, if your master bedroom's on the second floor or bedrooms are on the second floor, there's more dust up there because that's where you're changing clothes and things like that. Being in the air conditioning business for someone,
well, and dust is skin cell, right?
Dust about is 80 to 90%. Yeah. So it's pretty.
No, that is interesting. So we're not the same person. We're not the same people. And so okay. So the bigger question is, because we are changing like that, is that why our frequency changes as well? Like maybe we used to be in tune with somebody. Do we grow old and stay in tune? Or is it because we're changing and our bodies are changing? Our biology is constantly reproducing. Does that lay to
because
how our antenna connects to things?
Well, think about it. A lot of the times in typical families, the father and the mother, the father's typically the harder one, the mother's the softer one. But when they change as they get older, that role switches, especially as they get into their geriatric years. The women become real hard and the men are kind of more softer. So kind of weird how things evolve like this.
That really is interesting because I kind of feel like in my age, Angie and I have switched roles of like she's become more strict, more about the rules, and in a sense, I mean, like I don't know, it's and me, I've become a bit of I mean, like I was more of the aggressor. I was more of the strength in the family, and now I'm still the strength, but I'm soft. I'm easy to deal with. I'm easier. I didn't say I'm easy to deal with. I'm easier to deal with.
Yeah.
Ish. Oh shit. I'm not paying attention. I'm looking here. Okay. But no, I can see that. So the older I'm getting, I kind of feel like my hard exterior is definitely softening. And Angie's soft exterior is definitely hardening a bit. But I guess time does that to us. Experiences do that to us. People do that to us. We do it to each other. Couples, I guess we stop seeing eye to eye because we are changing biologically, physically, frequency-wise. That's really interesting, Cowboy.
Well, just in general, I mean, the internet and everything, all of the politics, things like that change people's views every 4 years. It changes people altogether. When you go through like a life experience like I went through, it changes.
Lamborghini. There's a Lamborghini next to me, just letting y'all know. White and black. Very pretty. I don't think I drive. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I interrupted you for a Lamborghini.
That's well worth it, man.
It's pretty. I don't know if you could see it. Let me see if I can do that. I doubt I can. Well, I can do it. I can do it. Oh, he's getting off. Wait. He's getting off right there. Can you see it? Damn it. All right. It took off. You probably couldn't see it. I should have got the phone quicker. I mean, I don't usually like cars like that, but it was pretty. All right. You were saying? So you've changed because of what your experiences.
Yeah. I mean, your whole life changes on stuff. It makes you value things more.
So before you went through, and actually, okay, this is interesting. So everybody, just so you know, Cowboy, a while back had gone through what? How many years ago now?
2.5.
Cowboy died for about 20 minutes. 2.5 years ago, and it just happened. There wasn't a warning sign. He was eating at lunch, and everybody thought he had fallen asleep or something. But in that, he passed away for about 20 minutes. And by the time they were able to resuscitate him and bring him back to life. So the person you were before that happened, and then the person you were when you came back, did you feel it was the same person? Did you feel like you were tuning into the same frequency?
No, I actually wrote a lyric about that, and I'm saying that that the other me, I was just passing by in life. This one here, I'm living.
So you're living now. Did you? I mean, do you actually feel like you're tuning into a different person almost?
Not really. I mean, I've noticed my aggression is slowed down a little bit more. I don't let things bother me as much. I was quick to jump on things.
So like a mental reset almost?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I've been through a lot of different things through life. Like it's, traumatic thing. I mean, I went through 2 divorces already, 30 years of my life. I look back and it's like, wow, I had some good times, but I had some rough times. And, when I was 18, 20, 41 years old, I was 10 feet tall and bulletproof. Nothing bothered me. You know, now I'm a little bit more well-minded on things around me and what I'm doing and how I'm treating people and how I live my life. You know, I don't
But
skydive.
do you feel like that kind of changes your frequency a bit? Like I mean, you said now you're about living. Before you thought you were bulletproof.
More receptive. I think it makes it more receptive to people because I'm in customer service. I mean, I do estimates all day, and I love going out and talking with people. I meet people all the time from all over the place, and I think it made me more receptive this way. As far as because I love being in front of people and talking to them and stuff like that. So it's.
I have to admit, look, the older I've gotten and through the experiences I've been through, I've changed. I mean, my frequency almost has changed. My wants, my desires, who I really am. I mean, I think when growing up, like when I was a kid and I thought I was bulletproof, like you thought, I mean, I don't think it was me. I don't think I was tuning into myself. I was always trying to be somebody else. You know, I was a poser. I was a copycat. I didn't feel myself was authentic, but instead to be somebody else was. And the older I've gotten, I realized that was the wrong frequency. I tuned into the wrong person.
Yep. Yeah.
Look, and I even mentioned it, like I mentioned Edward Casey, the psychic. So this guy always spoke of an Akashic record, an off-site storage facility that we are all connected to. Christopher said it earlier. Sometimes he doesn't know where it comes from. He just feels it. You know, the ideas or the songs or things like that, they just kind of come to him.
Yeah.
Because you're not forcing it. You can't find it. It just comes.
Yeah.
So maybe there is an off-site record keeping that we tune into during our waking hours, and then we retune into in our sleep.
Well, I mean, like with you, Warren, you drive a lot, and I do too. I mean, and I have to go out a lot of times out. Like I'm going Saturday out towards Steenhatchee. A lot of times I get out there on them back roads, and I'm rolling, and something comes on the radio, or you see something in the sky, something like that. Something inspires you, and I mean that's where I come up with a lot of my lyrics. I'll be driving along, and boom, hey, that's catchy, and I just jot it down on my phone. I put it in my notes.
The radio when I drive, man.
But is it inspired? Like, so is it usually inspired through?
Radio when you're in a car, right? I should. Yeah, all the time.
Like Christopher, you deal with, you know, you've been doing that lately when you're playing like free on the guitar. Like you're not playing off of notes or anything like that. You're playing, you know, from just what you feel.
Yeah, pretty much. At this point, I'm doing pretty good actually.
Yeah.
You know, you can check out some of my videos. You know, before I was doing like single notes, like do 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 do. Now I'm doing.
Well, it's like Cowboy writing lyrics, so it's something you just feel. He said it, like, you know, you're looking at the sky, you're rolling down back roads.
Yeah, I play melodic stuff too. Yeah, like for sure. Yeah, like the melody. You know.
Now, does the same come to you for your Stealth Time Machine project?
Joe Satriani, like a summer day and the summer drive. You know, it's a feel good stuff, man. But it's in E minor, which is the only reason it sounds good is because every minor scale has a relative major. So if you're playing the minor scale, you're kind of playing the major scale too. It just depends what notes you're playing at what time. So if you just know where all the notes are, you're pretty good, I think, you know, like in theory, music theory.
Well, you know, I think this is definitely a topic that we should explore and something we should definitely get back more into. I think on other because it ties into, look, we've done what happens when we dream, what happens when we sleep. You know, we've talked about a lot of these individual topics like consciousness. Where is consciousness? What is consciousness? How are we attached? How does it attach onto us, or how are we attaching onto it?
Right, the microtubules of the brain could be filaments that tap into a quantum is a quantum computer, and our brain is in multiple quantum states simultaneously because it's a quantum computer.
So that goes back to the whole quantum memory,
It's like
quantum
a many world
entanglement.
thing,
Are we entangled, or are we entangling ourselves into a frequency that is our consciousness, which sits in the empty void of the universe?
Right. And I think maybe the many worlds thing could be a thing, but I think it's more like quantum is many realities simultaneously, not per se like multiple parallel universes where there's like a weird evil bearded Mr. Spock versus the normal Mr. Spock that doesn't have the evil and the beard, if that makes sense.
No, it sort of does. Look, I don't feel like the normal Orin all the time. I mean, I could be, everything could be going along just perfect for me.
Major Orins, right? Like 4 or 5 of you, maybe.
Well, no, it's funny because everything can be going great for me. Everything is normal. Everything is good. My mood is good. Work is going well. And then all of a sudden, there's like a frequency change in me. Now, keep in mind, I deal with happy, sad all the time. So I guess I'm bipolar.
Yeah, me too, sure.
Yeah. I deal with depression all the time. I mean, I'm always fighting it to some degree or another. And that's why it's always that constant search for authenticity. But everything in my life is going great. Then all of a sudden, I flip a switch. And it doesn't matter how good things are going. My brain and my body don't feel that. It's like I've lost the channel. I've lost the 97.9 or 96.5. I've lost that frequency. And I no longer feel that everything is good. I no longer feel that everything's going in the right direction. No, even if it is, and it is, in this reality, it is. But like I fall out of tune and I don't see it. I don't feel it. And so somehow I can reprogram myself back into that frequency. So would the same apply to like a lost love or a lost relationship or a marriage that is going their own directions because people are not on the same frequency anymore? I mean, could the same apply? Like throughout the day, I lose a frequency, I lose a vibe, I lose a feeling, but I can get it back. Like I can tune back into the positive Orin, the authentic Orin, the real me that feels good about where I am and what I'm doing. The real me that feels good about the progress and the forward positive momentum of my life, as opposed to the me that falls out of frequency. So I can get back to that vibe. Can we get back to that mutual vibe in relationship? Or is it something that's lost forever?
No,
because
no.
Cowboy has gone through, what, 3 marriages, you said?
This is my 3rd marriage, and it's great. My wife is awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, no, like you're in a good vibe. You found the good frequency, and you guys are good for each other. So, and I guess it's weird, but say take a previous relationship, and it ended. The marriage ended because irreconcilable differences, right? No matter what, we couldn't. Right?
Yeah, cheating on her with her professor. Yeah. So.
Yeah. No. That'll do it. But the thing is, after the relationship is over, sometimes people feel like they have a better connection again.
Well, it's weird that you say this because I was married to her. I was with her for 10 and a half years. I was with my 2nd wife, who I can't stand. She's like the succubus of the world. I was with her for 19 years.
Did you just call her succubi?
He did.
Yeah.
He did, Christopher.
That's fucking awesome. You're great, Cowboy.
No.
Oh my God.
So
she was a succubus.
So
fuck the life right out of you.
Oh yeah, she was horrible. But when my daughter was born, I had it was weird because like a month before my daughter was born, my best friend up there in Atlanta, I've known him since high school in Miami. He says, "Hey man, your ex-wife contacted me on Facebook." I'm like, "Oh really?" I said, "How's she doing?" He goes, "Oh yeah, she's doing good. She's in the Citadel." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool." Well, a month after that, my ex-wife, the succubus, was a at-home nurse. She was taking care of an elderly couple. Now we're talking Dallas, Georgia, which is almost in Alabama, and the Citadel, which is in Charleston. You know, quite a distance. Their son was the dean of the psychology department. Well, my first wife was his secretary or like assistant. So tell me what the odds are in that happening. So when my daughter's born, I go ahead. It clicked to me the day after my daughter was born. I got her number. I called her. I called the office there in Charleston, Citadel. He picked up. I knew her voice instantly because I was with her for so long. So I told her, I said, "Hey, I just want to let you know, there were no hard feelings anymore." I said, I got to let this animosity off my chest. And without your decision that you made, I wouldn't have my wonderful daughter. And she apologized to me. There's no ill will or any of that stuff now. And my wife now will tell you, I have no ill will toward her. If I met her on the street, it'd be, "Hey, how you been?" You know, that kind. But
So do you feel like as a not necessarily as a friend, what I say now, but because you've been with her for so long, and even though she was a succubus, which I know the feeling, you said it just now. It's like I have no ill will. Do you feel like your frequency with her is better than it was when you guys were together?
Well, with my first wife, yeah, totally. But my second wife, nah, I'm getting ready to take her back to court for contempt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, all right. Not everybody. See, not everybody. But you said the first wife you kind of had a better connection with after the relationship, after the chaos of it. Maybe the frequency was muffled.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of great things we had, but there was a lot of bad stuff that she did to me. But
it's hard to get over that. It's I mean, the older I guess I don't think of certain things anymore. But it's hard to get over that.
Yeah, it's pretty rough thing, but right now I'm dealing with a woman who is not on her right rocker, you know, and manipulating my son and stuff like that. And I'm not going to have it. My son lives with me because I won custody of my kids. So unfortunately, my daughter still lives with her, and can't make her see the type of person she is. So, but kids, you know, they will learn things. I think that they change.
Sometimes
I don't think that your eyes
need to see it for themselves. And
26 is when your eyes open, I think.
25, 26.
That's when you start seeing some of the stuff. Yeah, that's when I start seeing some of the things that my dad was trying to tell me about, but I still didn't believe him. As I got older now, I look back on it, I'm like, man, the old man was kind of right about a few things. You know, not everything.
Yeah, but for me, it was 30s. When I'd say almost 30 or right at 30, I started saying shit my dad says. You know, it's weird. We talk about memory and we talk about our consciousness, but a lot of times I would sit there and I would say something like it's in my memory, like it's something I'm thinking, but instead it's something my dad said. It's something my dad would be like, you know, like cool your jets. So I'd be like, cool your jets. Like, who the hell says cool your jets? But you know, it was his ideology. He brought me up to think and to be, and I become, and I remember that like it's my own memory now.
Yeah,
and that's how I teach my kids.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, like that's our personalities and stuff in life. I mean, my kids are totally different. You son, he's on the wild side of life. He likes motorcycles and things like that.
Well, no, and I'll be honest. Look, right now, and I just need to let everybody know, I'm emotionally like, all right. So I don't usually give too much information about myself in the sense that, hey, I'm going through this or this. I mean, I do and I don't. But like today, car issues, traffic, the heat, stress, work, chaos. But the other day, so I was up in Maryland, Pennsylvania, dropping my daughter off with her mother, while her mother takes care of her father. And emotionally, I've been like a wreck. Like I'll hear a song, or I'll like, okay, I was doing laundry late yesterday. And I was doing laundry and I was washing my daughter's clothing, some of her shirts, and as I pulled them out of the washer and I'm hanging them up on the line, I start crying. Because I just dropped her off and we've spent an insane amount of time together. Every waking moment has been with my daughter for these last few months, or the last month and a half, 2 months. And so I'm folding her stuff and sitting there folding her laundry, putting it on the line. I'm looking at the shirt and I'm like, look how big she's grown. And all of a sudden I started getting pictures in my mind about her as a baby, me holding her. And it's just through that progression of growth.
Mm-hmm.
So memory was like triggered by an action, by clothing, by emotion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The amygdala.
Because I'm overly emotional right now, and now all those past movies in my head are starting to play. But my question is, were they playing the whole time? And is it just now because I'm emotionally connected that I feel it and see it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it happens with other things too. Like smell will do the same thing for you.
And you're right. Like we were saying it earlier, smell, taste, eating something. Like my mother's laughter. She used to laugh. It would fill up a room. Her mother had the same laugh. And they would laugh and it would just make you smile.
Very infectious.
And it was.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it's sitting somewhere back in the back of my head, but I can't access it until I eat something or smell something or hear like a song that she used to sing.
Yeah.
Like she would sing in Japanese. My mother would sing in Japanese. She was Russian and Japanese. She was amazing. She could speak like 16 plus languages. I swear to God, I think she was a spy.
Wow.
I'm
different dialect.
Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure she was a spy. But no, I would eat certain things and I can smell her. Like she used to wear this perfume, Angel. And I think it's a perfume that's still out there because I would smell it wafting through the house all of a sudden. And every memory of her voice, the things she would say, her smell, I mean, it would all come back to me immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I don't know, I can't just bring those things up out of the blue.
Well, I mean, it can have different vision. I mean, look at PTSD. It's triggered by little things like that. I mean, for me, a lot of times the wind starts to blow really hard on these storms. I went through Hurricane Andrew, and the wind bothers me more than rain, lightning, anything like that. But the wind, I've seen some of the stuff it can do, man, and it trips me out. So it kind of sets me a little bit on edge, get a little anxious, but
no, I mean, you're right. Look, a cool breeze comes in and it reignites certain memories. You hear a couple chords on a guitar and you remember, maybe jam sessions or you remember moments, beautiful nights. I don't know. And that's why I think I was asking kind of about the whole relationship thing. What resparks it? In life, we're always looking for ways to respark our relationships, maybe. To reignite lost love or reignite lost emotion or lost feeling. And that's the thing. Is it lost, or we just don't know how to see it anymore? We just don't know how to tune into it.
I think people get set in their ways too, and they don't communicate with one another. If that's part of the biggest reason they lose that. But like me and my wife, we know like
Shit.
Saturday's our anniversary.
Oh wow.
But they want to have her son's birthday party here. Well, I'm doing a show, so I'm going to be here for the party, but I have to go do a show. So it'll be on Sunday. Me and her are going out for nice dinner on the river. So, you know,
Well, that would be nice.
But we compromise on things like that. You don't hold it against people, you know. And
but that's the thing. When you're seeing eye to eye, you easily compromise. You know, when your frequency is not eye to eye, we stop compromising. And then it becomes just about me, you. You want this, I want this, and neither, and the two shan't meet. They will not meet. They will not cross. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, you can never get a circle into a square. You know, square peg into a circle. You know. So.
But when you're seeing eye to eye, when your frequencies are on the same level, you easily compromise. You easily make do because, you know, you do it because you understand how the other person is. You feel them. Like when people are like, "Are you feeling me? Do you feel me?" I think that's like.
Well, the thing is, you can't control somebody. You have to let them be free, let them be themselves, but share that with them, and you have to share theirs as well.
Share
because my wife, I mean, I go to practice all the time. I'm doing shows all the time. She comes half the time or more. Sometimes she doesn't come because it's too far or whatever. She don't feel like it, but I don't get mad at her about that. That's, you know, she's out there supporting me, and that's all that matters. And when she does things, I support back her, you know. And
well, I remember she would come to a lot of your gigs. You guys were selling merchandise or something, right?
Yeah, we sell merch and stuff like that. Roy's wife mainly takes care of all that. She's the one who has it made. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of a family thing, man. It's great. I love when Roy's granddaughters come because these little girls, man, they put on a show. They get out and dance in front of it, and the tips that the band gets from them, we always give them $20 each because we always wind up getting like they take the bucket around and nobody's gonna tell them no. Sort of correct, you know. So it's pretty great though. But they get up and dance. It's a lot of fun having them out there and stuff. So, and my son,
and you know what's crazy? That's exactly it. That's frequency. You know, everybody's tuning into that same channel and feeling that vibe.
Yeah, he loves to come and help out with the band and stuff. He helps them set up and break down. So he's getting into that mode of it. So
I'm sure that's helpful as well. I'm sure when you guys are done with a gig, the last thing you want to do is break everything down.
Oh, he loves it. He loves it. So.
Look, when I used to DJ and I'd set up a big wedding or something, at the end of the wedding, it was like my most dreaded moment. I hated breaking everything down and reloading it again.
Yeah, that's when you got lights and all that stuff. Oh man, it's about
it's a lot to go through. It really is.
About an hour and a half to set up with all the lights and get tuning and everything right. But once it goes, it's there.
Well, breakdown's a lot quicker because you know we're not tuning things in. We're just unplugging and loading it back up again.
Yep, that's it, brother. But soon we will have roadies.
There you go. See, I like the way you're thinking. Cowboys, like soon we're gonna have roadies, so it is what it is.
Yeah, it'll happen.
Well, awesome.
Good stuff, I think, and it's genuine stuff. It's from the heart, the stuff we're putting out, and you know, it's true emotional music. So I think people are there. We're getting a lot of good response off our stuff. So that we got out there.
Look, I think you guys have definitely, you know, as a band, y'all have definitely progressed, definitely improved, and definitely become so much. I mean, I think with your new drummer, you guys just brought everything together.
Yeah, he's yeah, Bradley is he's amazing.
Well, and you guys, I think with that, y'all are tuning into, a better frequency,
Yeah.
and it shows in your performances. I mean, it's absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I mean, it's like what we call gelling. It's like when everybody gels together, it's amazing. And we just have such a blast doing it. But I mean, for
Well,
me,
look,
I'm
like
doing
like
that.
like where I was mentioning people in relationships, they tune into each other and they understand and they feel each other. And the
Yeah,
same as when they no longer can see the same frequency. Same thing happens to bands. I mean, the
yeah.
best of
Oh,
bands have
totally.
broken up because they no longer see, that frequency.
Well, one of the things a lot of bands break up because of egos and money. And one of the things I did when I put this band together was I asked every one of them before I accepted them in. Well, I asked them the question, "Hey, what are you in it for? Are you in it for the money, or what are you in it for, basically?" And they said the music they were in. That's every one of them has proven that. I mean, I've played with some of the best musicians out there. I mean, these guys, my brothers, man, they're just so good. And that's what inspires me. I mean, they inspire me to do better, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, we have a good time with it. So,
And I think that's what makes people better. I think that's what makes the music better, and
yeah,
brings so much more creativity because you guys are all kind of connecting
yeah.
into
I
that
mean, we're writing our own stuff.
like that layer of like communicative thought. I called it something earlier. I can't remember, but it's that conscious thought that we're all on that same level.
Like collective thought
Yes, the
type of deal.
collective.
I mean, it's kind of funny. It's like we all look at each other when one of us mess up. It's hilarious because that one person messes up and you look at them, everybody look at each other, kind of smile, and it's like, yeah, okay. And you don't want to be that person that messes up because at the end of that set, they rag you about it. So,
Well, you've said it before that you start making up words sometimes.
Oh,
I think there's
I've
one of your
learned
songs that you're like every time you sing it, it's like you're adding a new something.
There a lot of times they're like, where did you pull that from? And it's like straight from the hip, man. Because you'll start singing a song and you'll start to go to the second verse and it's like right apart. And they're still playing and you're like, oh man. And they're nowhere, right? So you just go at it. And most of the time the people out in the audience, they're listening to the rhythm of the band and they're drinking and they're having a great time. And so they don't even notice it, but everybody in the band is like,
well, I was about to say, like, so the audience has no clue. They're listening to the groove, they're listening to the music, and you're right. Even if they heard the song before, they're not picking up on the different lyrics.
Well, we've got this song. It's called "Down with THC," and that song, I always tell everybody, that song goes rogue. We've never finished the end of it. We've got the lyrics, everything goes right, and I mean it's a rocking song, but it goes crazy, and it's about a whole band of guys in a convertible Mercedes, smoking it up and getting chased by the cops. And I typically sing it because I actually improv it as we're singing the song, and I come on like I'm the sheriff, pulling in with a mic, and it's like, we're out on East 40, we got to throw some drop sticks, stop these boys, and whatever, and it's like a whole road race that we're trying to make it through, and it's a pretty cool little story the way we do it, but it goes rogue every time. And this song,
I love how it's like it just goes rogue.
Yeah, I think the longest we did it was for like 13 minutes one night. It would never stop. It just kept going, and people were going crazy with it. So,
it's kind of like what's that song? Oh damn it! It's like the longest for. It's like anytime a DJ wants to run to the bathroom, they play this song. All right, I can't. See, I'm trying to access a memory. And it's like on the tip of my tongue.
Anagata Vita.
But just as long. No. It's got one of the biggest guitar solos that is amazing. I can't.
What band?
Damn.
What band?
Is it rock and roll or?
It's rock and roll.
Hotel California.
Wait. What did you say?
Freebird.
Freebird. Yes. Thank you. I would have been sitting there racking my brain the rest of the day going, what is the song?
That's one of the ones that I get to go off. It's funny because we do that song. Not many bands do it. They think it's taboo. And these guys are amazing at it. And we get through the whole thing and they go into the solo. I go and sit on stage and get high with everybody. And they're sitting there just jamming out. It's great.
Well, I want to say that's one of those songs that's like, what is it? It's like a 15-minute song.
Yeah.
So when I used to work at the topless bars as a DJ, trust me, I wasn't on stage. When I worked as a DJ, you work a long shift. You work like an 8-hour shift. And to DJ for 8 hours is like crazy. Like and you're in a booth the whole time. And sometimes when I had to go to the bathroom really bad, I would play Freebird for one of the girls on stage. So all the girls would hate me afterwards because that was the longest table dance they would give. That was the longest they would be on stage. And I wouldn't warn anybody. I would just play it. And then the girl on stage would be looking at the DJ booth like, where's Oren? I'm going to kill him. And
You guys better start tipping.
and all the customers would love it though, because that would be like their longest song. Like all of a sudden you'd see every dancer busy doing a private dance. It's like as soon as that comes on, every guy was like, "Yep, I'll take a dance. Thank you."
4 for 1.
But no, I always remember Freebird as being one of those songs that, and sometimes I would play it early in the morning before anybody was there. It was just it sang with so much soul, and it's like one of those things. Like I think I heard you guys do it at one of your appearances.
Yeah, we did it at Silver Moon.
Okay, yeah, and you guys actually did a great job at it. It was such an awesome jam.
I was just listening to the solo for that. That's awesome, dude. Freebird's awesome. I didn't realize they had that solo. It's all
and they get
now, Chris, do you play any notes or anything? Are you playing like certain notes, like certain songs, or is everything kind of like just off the cuff?
What, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I can learn songs. Yeah, I learn songs all the time.
Well, no, I know. I'm not saying you can't learn a song. I know you can. You're very smart. But I'm saying, do you prefer most everything off the cuff, or do you have any certain favorites that you kind of jam to?
No, like I can't play Freebird from memory. If I hear it though, if I hear a song once or twice or 3 times, I can probably play it.
See, that's a skill I've never been able to do. And it's like you're almost activating a part of your brain in that.
Yeah, it just came to me recently. I had to tune up my brain to be able to do this stuff.
So what? You hear the chords, you hear the music, and you're capable of recreating it on the guitar.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Transcribe it.
See, that's tapping into something almost primal. Because you're hearing a certain chord, your brain is hearing it, it's deciphering it, and then it's like you've got to find that chord on your guitar.
99% of the time I'm right, but I'll hit a wrong note here or there. Just gotta do it over and over again until you get it right.
So Cowboy, do you guys really kind of learn by hearing it as well, or do you guys play by music?
No, it's all by ear.
Yeah,
it's all by ear. Like when we do our own songs, like Roy will send me a riff, and I'll put it in a loop, and I'll sit there and listen to it until I come up with an idea, I come up with the title, and then I work off of that to write the song like Coke. I mean, that I wrote that in like 20 minutes one night. It was like at 1:30 in the morning. I was sitting in front of the TV on the floor, getting high as fuck, trying to figure this song out, and it started flowing.
The
And there it
thing
was.
is, you know, I'd say with
Wait, you just said it started like glowing and flowing?
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing started flowing, man. And I wrote it in like 20 minutes. And I took it to them with the lyrics, and we started working on it. And within a couple hours, we had the whole song written and done.
See, that's incredible. That almost feels like you guys are tapping into like something else, like each other.
Well, a lot of times it's improv, a lot of times at practice. And I'll tell the guys, man, just give me something, you know, and they'll start playing something. And I'll just come up with ideas. Something first thing pops in my head, and I start thinking about it from the cuff. And we'll do a whole jam like that. And we've written a couple songs that way. Coming on strong like that. So it just happened.
See, that to me is tuning into something. Like when I'm you know when I'm brainstorming on this show, I feel like we're almost tuning into each other. Like when we come up with ideas or fun things, or you know, one thing sparks something else. I really feel like that's like tuning in.
Yeah, that's. I mean, it's. When Roy sends me stuff, like he sent me a riff the other day, and I uploaded it into Suno, and I started writing lyrics to it, and sent it back to him, and he didn't know what I'd done, and he tripped out on it. He thought that was crazy as hell, and I was like, well, it helped me write and arrange it, and it basically all I did was the exact same thing he was playing.
So I mean, we were talking about transcribing. I did generate a song from Suno, and I transcribed it, and I'm able to play it on guitar.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, nice. I have videos of it, like in my Rumble and stuff. I'm playing Architect of Tomorrow. I'm playing all the bits, including the solo. And when I first generated that song, I could not fucking play that solo, guys. Like, just no fucking way. With just zero absolute chance of even me thinking I could play that solo. And I pumped it out the first time. It sounded good, and I've been working at it ever since. And it's up and down. It's not that difficult. As you know, I'm synchronizing. I'm basically picking twice on each string. I'm like,
you're synchronizing.
I'm synchronizing.
Wait. You're synchronizing. Like almost like you're tuning into the right to the way to do it.
Yeah, so like the guitarist for Toto, and he can go like, you know, they can just you should be able to play like that, right? And that's standard. Any guitar should be able to play that, and so I'm able to do that now, where I can go. I'm getting better at it. Shredding that, but that's on a box, shredding in a box. Now I need Ingve. He's like, you know, he's not just going like that, you know. So there's this.
Well, because you're so you're able to see it in a whole different way now. You're able to actually understand it.
Having accomplished what I've accomplished in the 2 months of time, I'm confident that in 2, 4, or 6 months in time, I'll be doing more advanced things, and hopefully it'll just be like, wow, that guy can fucking play guitar, you know. It just won't even be like people just be like, wow, that's great, you know. I mean, even now they're like, wow, that's kind of cool, you know. Like, yeah, it's cool, I love it, you know. And I do the Time Machine show. The guy, the professor, he will definitely like play guitar and stuff, you know. Like Doctor Who played guitar at some point.
That's pretty neat, though. And I think I do think that you've tapped into, you know, your mute in the last 2 months. You've tapped into something.
I'm trying to put it in. I'm trying to make it undeniable. Like, oh, look at how cool this is, you know. And people and so I have inbounds now. Like I said, I don't know if Cowboy was on, but I had an inbound from a Emmy award-winning commercial director. You know, they make ads and they actually win Emmy awards and stuff, but you don't see these guys on IMDb. And unless they do both, and some of them do both. It's kind of neat. You'll see the man and woman is in Fear the Invisible Man. There's a man and the director and a woman there, and then they're also in TV ads, by the same guy, the same company. So it's kind of neat. The commercial versus entertainment, right? Like, it's weird. They have their own special. We make TV commercial, but he won awards for it. He was an inbound, which means he connected with me. I thought that was cool.
So, all right. So I have another question, another thought on the brain.
I have a lot of people that won awards in my network.
That is interesting, though. But I had another thought on the brain. This is another micro topic. I know we're probably not going to jump into it too deep tonight, but I feel like it almost has something to do with memory, something to do with how we think, how we remember, how we tune in. So I was reading an article that here in the United States over the last 10 years, we've gotten dumber. As technology has doubled capability, and as everybody has a smartphone, a tablet, a computer, everything is smarter than we are now.
We all have AI now.
We all have AI.
I don't actually write code. I tell a robot what code I would like written.
Well, and that's exactly it. So we are dumbing down, or we're just not using that processing power or that thinking power of the brain. So here in the United States, we have spent, and this is the last couple of years, we have spent tens, 20, hundreds of billions of dollars on future technology, on AI, on laptops and smartphones and tablets.
I heard there's trillions of dollars of off-balance sheet assets in data centers ready to be turned on and just sitting idle.
Correct. Like no, you're absolutely right. And here in the United States, we have spent billions.
Meta owns this huge real estate for the data center, and they own the data center, but we don't.
But really in this, look, here's the crazy part. In these billions we have spent,
our balance sheet.
We're not as smart as we once were. We have lost. Our brains have actually shrunk in the areas where reasoning and thinking used to be.
Oh, really? Is that a thing?
Now, here's what's wild. Where we have been doing this in Switzerland, for example, and parts of Europe and the European Union, they've done the opposite. They've started spending billions on old school traditional learning, on books, on getting away from the computers, getting away from the AI, getting away from everything that thinks for us, smartphones and tablets and computers. And instead, they're spending the money going backwards back to written technology, back to reading about it and thinking about it, and no calculators and no smartphones, but instead having to do these things in our brain again. And over the last 10 years, their population hasn't lost their thinking skills. Instead, they've gained. Their brains have gotten bigger. They've gotten better and smarter and quicker. While here in the United States, we've gotten slower and dumber and more reliant. Oh shit! More reliant on technology. And so here's my brain fart mini question. What's on Oren's brain? Could this be on purpose? Could this be an orchestrated thing to dumb down our population, to make us easier controlled, to make us easily shaped in civilization? I mean, could this be an orchestrated event over the last 20 years? What do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at everything, I mean, we're at school is totally different. I mean, we have home economics and we had all kind of things. Everything with computers. We're so dependent on them, and now they're getting smarter than us. So, I mean, I don't
God, that's a great idea for a movie, Cyber Apocalypse.
I mean, do you feel like we are dependent on technology so much here in the United States that without it, at this point, we wouldn't know what to do?
By far, I mean,
by shutting off our systems.
Yeah, I mean, well, it depends. I think it depends on the demographics on where you're at. You know, I mean.
Okay, no, that's why I'm asking you two, because we're all about the same age. And being the same age, we come from a different generation. We come from a time, look, I didn't have internet. Shit, when I was a kid, we still had black and white TV.
I had cassette tapes and a VIC-20 and a Commodore 64.
LPs, vinyl records, cassette tapes, shit, CD players. We don't even do that anymore.
VHS, the video store.
VHS, wow, Beta.
Operator on the phone, and if someone prank called you, you could call the operator, and it would have repercussions. Nowadays, you get 6 fucking calls a day for everything from car warranties to home loans.
So it's interesting. So because of that, are we, or have we dumbed down as well? Because I don't remember a time now before the internet, before the quick searching of information. I mean, I remember going to the library and looking shit up, and the Dewey Decimal System.
That's a great line for a funny movie or something. In the time before the internet, the world was different. We had VHS.
Yeah, we had Beta.
Right.
Way back in the ancient times.
But would we be able to? So say we don't have smartphones all of a sudden.
Or the internet.
Would we be able to revert back to our smarter thinking, or are we too brain shrunk by the ease of everything?
I don't know. I think it depends on the student, the teachers and stuff too that you have. I mean, some teachers don't care. Some teachers care more than anything. My son's been blessed.
I feel like they used to. I feel like teachers used to give a shit. I mean, I see them now, and it's like just a job, and they just can't wait to get done with the day.
Well, they're paid crap. And did you realize that they get no budget? I mean, it's like maybe $100 to buy all the supplies for all those kids. I mean, it's not funded. Like back when we were in school, it was funded, you know.
Well, exactly. It was funded. If you needed a notebook, the teacher had it. You needed pens and pencils, the teacher had it. And she'd always bring shit to the class, and they would take care of it, you know.
Yeah, well, they just don't pay anything. My wife now, she used to be a teacher in Tampa, and teachers now, I mean, they're getting paid crap money, and so a lot of them don't want to deal with it.
Well, I mean, teachers have always been paid crap. You're right, though, but they've always been paid shit. It's like we don't appreciate the people who teach our kids. We don't pay right the people who influence our children, and then we wonder why our children are influenced wrong.
Yeah,
and why the teachers stop giving a shit.
My son's sort of on. He's a little bit on the spectrum, but the kid is brilliant. I mean, 14 years old. He loves motorcycles. He loves playing his trombone. He loves everything that normal 14 kid. But this kid is amazing when it comes to mathematics. He's doing right now. He's going into senior high school now. He was already in 8th grade. He was already doing 10th grade accelerated math. All his classes are accelerated 10th grade classes. He's just thriving. I mean, he got an actual certificate from the Marion County School, the head administrator, thanking him for such high scores on his science. They did a statewide science thing. But he can tell you anything about history from Civil War on up. I mean, he can tell you anything.
See, that's incredible, though. I mean, that really is incredible. That's something else. That's some people just see it like that and they feel it like that. And, you know, I'm jealous of that because I've never been mathematically inclined. I mean, me and numbers are just, Sumterville. I just passed an exit for Sumterville. But which I don't know where the fuck that is. But I've never been inclined like that. So that is definitely an amazing skill Now, do we keep that the older we get? Do we continue able to tune in to that, or is it something our brain loses?
No, I think you learn something new every day.
So are we
That's the great
making
thing
room
about
for
life.
the new information, or are we storing that old information somewhere else? 'Cause I feel
I
like
don't
my
know.
brain does not have that much space to handle.
Well, think about it. Like with me, I'm a singer. One of the first things I did in the hospital when I woke up, my wife said I was singing my tune because I wanted to make sure I remember. I've got about 70 songs in my head that I know by heart, you know, and that it trips me out sometimes to know that I can sing these songs without looking at lyrics or any of that stuff. So it's amazing how your mind works. Pretty much make it do anything you want. That's what's great about life is if you want something, it's out there. You got to just go and get it.
No, and that's true. Look, you want something, it's out there. You just go and get it. And I kind of like the whole thing where the music is always playing. The emotions are always playing. The memories are always there and they're always playing. We just need to know how to be able to tune into those things. I'm going to turn off this light for a moment. I'm having trouble seeing the road. Just got hit by some massive rains out here. Coming in about 30 miles outside of Ocala.
Yeah, I see it. I'm facing that way. And yeah, I see the lightning and everything.
Right. I thought it was just heat lightning, but I think it's storm lightning.
Yeah, it's starting to rain here. It's starting to I think we're on the front end of it because it's moving this way.
Yeah, well, it's got to be whatever I hit that was behind me. As we were driving, I mean, you couldn't see anything. So I really feel like I'm driving on the outskirts of it. And it's like chasing me. Because it was crazy. And I mean, I'm getting bits and pieces of it now, but even this is nowhere like what I had hit earlier. And it's such extreme differences throughout the day. Like, it was crazy hot. The car was overheating. I mean, the car would have been begging for some rain.
Hey,
would have been begging for some rain.
Is it running good now? I mean, it's
the visual I'm getting right now, or a view, it's great. It looks like the Invisible Man smoking. It's cool.
Oh, that car looks cool. It's got blue LEDs. I don't know how they can see out of it though.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head out.
Oh shit, that's a big win. Big win. Whoa! Let me get behind this guy. Hey, listen, everybody. Listen, everybody. I just want to say it's been an amazing podcast tonight. A great get together with everybody. And I can't hear y'all because the rain is crazy loud. But I want to say thank you for showing up to the show, everybody.
All right, fine.
I want to say I appreciate you all. Definitely. Christopher, Cowboy, Gavin, Double Spread, East Coast Visual, Major Ganji, everybody, and Goopy Chunk. Oh shit, I can't see anything. Hold on. Oh, this is nuts. The wind is pushing me all over the place.
I'll get you hooked up with Ingbay's guitar tech.
Listen, everybody, we're going to continue the conversation on Friday. Oh,
Do you know Ingbay's guitar tech?
Whoa!
Yeah, I went to high school with him. I found out he's his guitar tech now.
Who is? One of the guys in your band?
No, it's a guy I went to high school with.
Okay.
In Miami.
Oh, that's awesome. Maybe I can get some Ingbay swag or some inside info.
Yeah. So I'll get you hooked up with him on Facebook.
Or Ingbay can see what I'm doing and maybe give you some pointers or something.
There you go.
Freaking awesome, dude.
All right, you guys. Hey, everybody, be safe, and drive safe, brother. Safe travels.
Oh, I am. I'm not even looking. I'm trying. Actually, it's really hard. If you're going to get this in a moment, you'll see how powerful it is. The roads are like blinding. They're like, even when it's dark like that, you just can't see anything. And you can really feel the wind just kind of pushing the car side to side right now.
Oh, wow.
I mean, 1 second is perfectly fine, and then you hit some weather like this.
Yeah, I can see it coming this way.
Oh, this is nuts. Anyways, hey, Cowboy, I'll talk to you later.
Much love to everybody.
What's that?
I'll see you later.
You got it. Everybody have a great night. Thank you for joining the show. Whoa. Holy free holy. Wow, this is nuts. All right. Anyways, got to go. Thank you for coming to the show, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you on Friday.